Well, what I'd like to know is who was that moron that said this would be the year of the upset in the Ontario Hockey League playoffs? Oh, yeah, I was that moron. I just thought that after a COVID interrupted season that came after a season that was canceled due to COVID, that featured a double cohort of rookies and all of the things that we've been talking about all season long, I thought that this would be the recipe for some upsets in the first round and beyond of the Ontario Hockey League playoffs, but wrong I was. The trend that is well established now seems to have continued. Coming into this year, only 4 out of the past 80 Ontario Hockey League playoff series were first round upsets. I didn't count 5s that might have beat 4s. I went 6s over 3s, 7s over 2s, or 8s over 1s, but still only 4 of 80 over the past decade coming into this year. And what did we get this year? Well, we did get some excitement as the 7th seeded Kitchener Rangers knocked off the number 2 seed in the West, the London Knights. And I know that brought excitement around the league, a lot of it because people love to hate the London Knights, don't they? But I also think we do like the underdog story. And because of that, I wonder if this really is a great look for the Ontario Hockey League. Really, you can go back to any trade deadline in early January in the Ontario Hockey League, and teams that think they have a shot, if they have the assets to do it, they can build what basically amounts to a super team. And essentially, you are guaranteeing yourself a minimum of 2 more playoff games by advancing into the second round, because the 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds tend to move on. And that's what we've got as we open the conference finals tonight. In the East, the top-ranked Hamilton Bulldogs, who are yet to lose in these OHL playoffs, take on the number 2 seed North Bay Battalion. And over in the West, as that series opens tomorrow, it's the top-ranked Windsor Spitfires taking on the number 3 seed Flint Firebirds. Again, I don't know how we feel generally about the seeds and the possibilities to advance essentially being set in early January, but this is a great time of year for the league. The Hamilton Bulldogs, with no defeats so far, are chasing a bit of history in the Ontario Hockey League playoffs. The North Bay Battalion are right back where they seem to belong since they moved from Brampton up to North Bay. It's another conference finals appearance for the troops. And then over in the West, what can you say about the Windsor Spitfires, who, after changing things around, 6 deals at the trade deadline for Bill Bowler and company, and then they went on this run where they barely lost games on home ice, so right where you'd expect the Spitfires to be since the trade deadline. Not to mention the Flint Firebirds, who I think was everybody's favorite upset pick, like to be upset in the first round, because there was this idea that they piled up wins early in the season versus lesser opposition in Saginaw and Erie, 2 teams that didn't make the playoffs this year. But Ted Dent, Brennan Hoffman and company are showing us that we were all wrong on that. Listen, enjoy the conference finals, enjoy what's still to come, and maybe next year will be the year for the upset. I'm Farwell. It's Friday. We'll see you at the rink.